Welcome to Japan, the land where ancient traditions meet futuristic innovations. The traveler steps off the plane at Narita Airport, instantly hit by a wave of new sensations. The hum of languages, the cleanliness, the organized bustle. Tokyo is a city where every corner holds a new surprise, a testament to the juxtaposition of the old and the new. From the neon lights of Shibuya to the tranquil temples nestled between skyscrapers, Tokyo is a symphony of contrasts. Imagine standing at the Shibuya crossing, one of the busiest intersections in the world. The lights change, and a sea of people flows in every direction. Tourists, businessmen, students, all moving with a kind of rhythmic chaos that somehow feels orderly. Amidst the frenzy, there's a strange comfort in the way everything operates with precision. The traveler is swept into this river of people, feeling the pulse of Tokyo with every step. Nearby, a small shrine stands resilient amidst the urban jungle. It is here that you first taste the essence of Japan, a land that embraces both the past and the present. The traveler watches a local office worker in a crisp suit, stopping by to bow, clap their hands, and pray. In that moment, the contrast is stark yet harmonious. This city is a living, breathing blend of eras. For a moment, step into a quaint sushi restaurant, hidden in a narrow alleyway. You sit at a small wooden counter where the chef, an elderly man who has spent decades perfecting his craft, serves you with a smile. Each piece of sushi is a work of art, meticulously crafted and served with a humble bow. As you take your first bite, you realize it is not just food. It is an experience, a dance of flavors that speaks of heritage, dedication, and respect for ingredients. Next, we venture to the Tokyo Skytree, an architectural marvel that stretches its neck into the sky. The elevator ride is swift, your ears popping as you ascend to the observation deck. When the doors open, you're greeted with a panoramic view of Tokyo, a sprawling cityscape that seems to stretch endlessly. In the distance, Mount Fuji sits quietly, a reminder of the natural beauty that frames this urban wonderland. It is here that you realize Tokyo's allure lies not just in its vastness, but in its ability to merge the modern with the timeless. As day turns to night, the neon lights begin to flicker to life. The traveler finds themselves in Akihabara, the electric town. It's a playground for tech enthusiasts, a neighborhood filled with towering stores selling the latest gadgets, anime merchandise, and retro video games. There's an overwhelming sense of innovation here, a glimpse into the future, yet deeply rooted in Japan's love for creativity and progress. Yet, Tokyo is more than just its bustling streets and glowing billboards. It is a city of layers, where every alleyway leads to a new discovery. A small, unnoticed doorway could open to a serene garden or an underground jazz club. This city thrives on curiosity. It rewards those who wander without a plan. It is a place where tradition sits comfortably beside modernity, where respect for history doesn't hinder innovation, but rather inspires it. As the traveler continues their journey through Tokyo, they encounter the unexpected kindness of a stranger. A business card dropped, a moment of confusion, and suddenly, a local steps in to help, with a smile and a few broken words of English. This simple act reflects the deep-rooted culture of omotenashi, the spirit of selfless hospitality that permeates Japanese society. It's not just about service. It's about making someone feel truly welcome. The experience culminates with a late-night stroll through the streets of Shinjuku, where towering skyscrapers and flashing signs coexist with small, traditional izakayas, Japanese pubs, that have been family-run for generations. Here, amidst the clinking of glasses and the hum of laughter, the traveler feels a profound connection. Japan is a place where every moment can surprise you. Every corner can tell a story. Tokyo is just the beginning, a vibrant starting point on this incredible journey through Japan. It is a place that teaches us to appreciate contrasts, where the rush of modernity doesn't erase the beauty of the past. It's a city that is constantly moving forward while never forgetting where it came from. And for the traveler, this is only the first chapter of discovering what truly makes Japan so incredible. Venturing beyond Tokyo, the traveler heads to Kyoto, a city where the soul of Japan is said to reside. Unlike Tokyo's towering skyline, Kyoto greets you with its low-rise buildings, quiet streets, and a palpable sense of history. It is a city that whispers its stories rather than shouts them. Here, every corner, every pathway, holds the echoes of a bygone era, inviting you to step back in time. You start your journey in the iconic district of Gion, known for its preserved wooden machiya houses and the elusive geishas who still walk its cobbled streets. As you wander, you can't help but feel as if you've stepped into a different world. The sound of geta clogs clicking against the stone path is like a heartbeat, slow and steady, contrasting sharply with Tokyo's rapid rhythm. There is a serenity here, a deliberate pace that encourages you to breathe deeply and simply be present. In Gion, you might catch a fleeting glimpse of a Maiko, an apprentice geisha, her colorful kimono and ornate hairpins catching the soft light of a paper lantern. She moves gracefully, almost like a ghost from the past, and for a moment, you are entranced by the sight, an art form that has survived the test of time. It's a reminder that in Kyoto, the past is not just remembered, it is lived. Next, we visit Kinkakuji, the Golden Pavilion, a Zen Buddhist temple that shines with an otherworldly glow. Standing by the edge of the serene pond, the reflection of the gold leaf-covered temple dances on the water's surface. It's a sight that feels almost unreal, a moment of pure, unfiltered beauty. The traveler stands in awe, taking in the quiet stillness, interrupted only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the soft call of a bird. Walking through the bamboo groves of Arashiyama, you are enveloped in a sea of green. The towering bamboo stalks sway gently with the wind, creating a natural, soothing melody. There is a sense of peace here, a feeling that the world beyond this forest has ceased to exist. It's a reminder of Japan's deep connection with nature, a bond that remains unbroken even in the most urbanized settings. You find yourself breathing in the tranquility, feeling a profound sense of calm with each step. The journey through Kyoto continues to the Fushimi Inari Taisha, a Shinto shrine famous for its thousands of vermilion torii gates that snake up the mountainside. Walking through these gates feels like a passage to another realm, each step taking you deeper into a world of mysticism and spirituality. The torii seem to stretch endlessly, guiding you along a sacred path. As the traveler walks, they encounter small fox statues, guardians of the shrine, adding an element of mystery and reverence to the experience. And then there's the tea ceremony, an art that embodies the essence of Japanese culture. In a small, tatami mat room, you sit cross-legged, observing the precise movements of the tea master. Each gesture is deliberate, each motion slow and intentional. The tea is served with grace, and as you sip the matcha, you understand that this is more than just a drink. It's a meditative practice, a ritual that connects you to centuries of tradition. It's a pause, a moment of reflection in a world that often moves too fast. Kyoto is a city that invites you to reflect, to connect with the quieter side of life. It is a place where history isn't confined to museums or books, but is woven into the very fabric of everyday life. The temples, the shrines, the tea houses, they are not mere attractions but living entities that breathe with the spirit of the past. As the sun sets, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, you find yourself at the Philosopher's Path, a serene walkway lined with cherry blossoms. It is named after Nishida Kitaro, one of Japan's most famous philosophers, who used to stroll along this path lost in thought. As you walk, you understand why. There's a contemplative aura here, a perfect place to reflect on your journey through this incredible country. Kyoto is more than a destination. It's a journey into the soul of Japan. It's a place that teaches you to slow down, to appreciate the art of subtlety, and to find beauty in the simple, quiet moments. Here, the past is always present, guiding the way forward. And as the traveler leaves Kyoto, they carry with them not just memories, but a deeper understanding of what makes Japan so uniquely captivating. Leaving Kyoto, the traveler's next destination is the spiritual and scenic heart of Japan, Nara. Nara is a city where spirituality and nature merge seamlessly, creating a landscape that is both serene and sacred. It is smaller and quieter than Kyoto, but its charm lies in its deep spiritual significance and its role as the cradle of Japanese civilization. The journey begins in Nara Park, a vast expanse where the sacred deer roam freely. These gentle creatures are considered messengers of the gods, and they walk among visitors with a calm and dignified air. The traveler is delighted as a deer bows its head slightly, a behavior they've learned from locals to receive a treat. It is a magical interaction, a moment where you feel a connection not just with nature, but with the ancient beliefs that have shaped this land. Nara is home to some of Japan's oldest and most significant temples. The first stop is Todaiji, a temple that houses the Great Buddha, a colossal bronze statue seated in serene meditation. As you approach the temple, you pass through the Nandaimon Gate, guarded by fierce Neo statues that stand watch over the sacred grounds. Stepping inside, the traveler is dwarfed by the sheer size of the Great Buddha Hall. The Buddha itself, seated with a hand raised in blessing, exudes an aura of peace and tranquility that fills the cavernous hall. The traveler moves next to Kasuga Taisha, a Shinto shrine famous for its hundreds of bronze and stone lanterns. Walking along the moss-covered path leading to the shrine, it feels as if you are entering a different time. The lanterns, which are lit during special festivals, create a mystical atmosphere that speaks to the deep spiritual roots of the place. Inside the shrine, bright vermilion buildings contrast with the surrounding greenery, and the traveler learns about the rituals and traditions that have been practiced here for centuries. A short walk from Nara Park takes you to the Aijuin Garden, a perfect example of Japanese landscaping that harmonizes with its natural surroundings. Here, the concept of borrowed scenery is masterfully applied, with Mount Wakakusa forming a stunning backdrop to the garden's carefully arranged ponds, bridges, and tea houses. As the traveler strolls through the winding paths, they find themselves lost in thought, appreciating the delicate balance between human creativity and nature's beauty. At nightfall, the traveler finds themselves in a ryokan, a traditional Japanese inn, where they experience the warmth of Japanese hospitality. A multi-course kaiseki dinner awaits, each dish carefully prepared and presented like a work of art. The flavors are delicate and refined, each bite a tribute to the seasons and the land. As you sit on a tatama mat, wearing a yukata robe, the soft glow of paper lanterns creates a peaceful ambience. It's a moment of serenity, a time to reflect on the day's experiences and to feel a part of the living history of this ancient city. Waking up at dawn, the traveler decides to climb Mount Wakakusa, a short but steep hike that offers a panoramic view of Nara and the distant Kyoto mountains. The mist hangs low, creating an ethereal atmosphere. Upon reaching the summit, the traveler gazes out over the city as the morning sun begins to rise, bathing the temples and shrines below in a soft, golden light. It is a moment of quiet reflection, where the beauty of Japan's natural and spiritual landscapes comes into perfect harmony. Nara is a place where time feels fluid, where ancient history flows seamlessly into the present. It is a city that invites contemplation, where the sacred is woven into everyday life. Here, every stone, every tree, and every shrine carries a story, a prayer, or a memory of a time long past. For the traveler, Nara is a reminder of Japan's spiritual depth, a place where nature, history, and belief converge in a way that is profoundly moving. As the traveler leaves Nara, they carry with them a sense of calm and spiritual fulfillment. The journey has been more than just a visit to ancient sites. It has been a walk through the heart of Japan's spiritual landscape, a step closer to understanding the values and beliefs that continue to shape this incredible country. Next, the traveler sets their sights on a place that contrasts sharply with Nara's tranquility: Osaka, the kitchen of Japan and a city bursting with energy and flavor. Arriving in Osaka, the traveler is immediately struck by the city's vibrant energy. Known as Japan's kitchen, Osaka is a sensory overload of sights, sounds, and most importantly, flavors. Unlike the refined elegance of Kyoto or the spiritual tranquility of Nara, Osaka is bold, brash, and unapologetically alive. It's a city where the locals have a saying, "Kideor," which means eat until you drop. Here, food is not just sustenance, it's an art form, a passion, and a way of life. The journey begins in Dotonbori, Osaka's most famous entertainment district, where neon lights reflect off the canal and giant mechanical crabs and octopuses tower over the bustling streets. The smell of sizzling okonomiyaki, savory pancakes filled with cabbage, pork, and topped with a rich, tangy sauce, wafts through the air. Street vendors call out to passersby, offering everything from takoyaki, octopus-filled dough balls, to kushikatsu, deep-fried skewers. The traveler is drawn into this culinary wonderland, sampling bite after bite of Osaka's unique street food. A local guide introduces the traveler to the art of making takoyaki. Watching the skillful hands of the vendor flipping the dough balls with rapid precision is mesmerizing. Each piece is golden, crispy on the outside, and soft on the inside, bursting with flavors of fresh octopus, green onion, and a generous drizzle of mayonnaise and bonito flakes. It's more than just a snack. It's a celebration of Osaka's down-to-earth culinary culture. Beyond Dotonbori, the traveler explores Osaka Castle, a symbol of the city's historical significance. Surrounded by sprawling gardens, moats, and massive stone walls, the castle stands as a testament to Osaka's turbulent past. Inside, the traveler learns about the history of the Sengoku period and the castle's role in Japan's unification. From the top floor, a panoramic view of Osaka reveals the city's blend of modern skyscrapers and historical landmarks, a reminder of its ability to embrace both tradition and progress. As evening falls, the traveler heads to the Umeda Sky Building, a futuristic architectural marvel that offers one of the best views of Osaka's skyline. The floating garden observatory provides a 360-degree view, and as the city lights begin to twinkle below, there's a sense of wonder at the sheer scale and dynamism of this metropolis. It's a city that never seems to sleep, always buzzing with activity and life. The adventure continues in Shinsekai, a retro district that feels like stepping back into the Showa era. Brightly lit, with a slightly gritty charm, Shinsekai is known for its casual eateries and bustling izakayas. The traveler sits down in a small, lively izakaya and is immediately welcomed by the warmth of the locals. Conversations are loud, laughter is abundant, and plates of kushikatsu keep coming. There's a sense of camaraderie here, a feeling that, in Osaka, everyone is a friend. One cannot visit Osaka without experiencing its nightlife, which is a spectacle in itself. In the Kita and Minami districts, karaoke bars, clubs, and late-night eateries stay open until the early hours. The traveler decides to join a group of locals in a karaoke room. It's not just about singing, it's about letting loose, having fun, and embracing the city's infectious energy. Songs range from traditional enka to the latest J-pop hits, and by the end of the night, everyone is singing and dancing together like old friends. The traveler's journey through Osaka would not be complete without a visit to Kiramon Ichiba Market, often called Osaka's Kitchen. Here, stalls overflow with fresh seafood, exotic fruits, and all manner of delicacies. The traveler samples grilled scallops, fatty tuna sashimi, and even fugu, puffer fish, which requires a licensed chef to prepare safely. It's a feast for the senses, and the market's bustling atmosphere is a reminder that in Osaka, food is always at the heart of the experience. Osaka is a city that doesn't stand on ceremony. It embraces you with open arms, a hearty laugh, and a delicious meal. It's a city that is both fiercely proud of its heritage and unafraid to be a bit rough around the edges. The traveler leaves Osaka with a full belly and a full heart, having experienced not just the food, but the spirit of its people. Next, the journey will take a turn towards the natural splendor and tranquility of Japan's countryside. The traveler is set to explore the Japanese Alps and the picturesque village of Shirakawa-go, where tradition meets the untouched beauty of nature, a stark yet refreshing contrast to the urban vibrancy of Osaka. Leaving the urban vibrancy of Osaka behind, the traveler sets out for the serene landscapes of Japan's countryside, specifically the Japanese Alps. This region, nestled in the heart of Honshu, is known for its towering mountains, pristine rivers, and traditional villages that seem untouched by time. As the train winds its way through lush valleys and across crystal-clear streams, there is a sense of anticipation in the air, a feeling that the journey is about to take a more tranquil, yet deeply enriching turn. The first stop is Takayama, a charming town that has preserved its Edo period atmosphere. Narrow streets lined with wooden merchant houses, sake breweries, and small shops selling local crafts invite exploration. The traveler begins with a visit to the morning market along the Miyagawa River, where local farmers sell fresh produce, pickles, and handmade goods. It's a glimpse into the everyday life of the region, far removed from the bustling city markets of Osaka. Here, life moves at a slower pace, allowing for a deeper connection with the surroundings. One of the highlights of Takayama is the historic district of Sanmachi-Suji, a beautifully preserved area where old houses and sake breweries line the streets. The traveler steps into one of these breweries and learns about the traditional methods of sake production, tasting the rich, aromatic flavors of the local brew. The crisp mountain air and the gentle flow of the river create a serene backdrop as the traveler meanders through the narrow alleys, discovering small eateries that serve hita beef, a local delicacy renowned for its tenderness and marbling. After a day in Takayama, the journey continues deeper into the mountains to the UNESCO World Heritage Village of Shirakawa-go. Famous for its Gaso-zakuri farmhouses with steep thatched roofs designed to withstand heavy snowfall, Shirakawa-go is like a step back in time. The traveler arrives as snow begins to fall gently, blanketing the village in white. There is an almost magical silence in the air, broken only by the crunch of footsteps on fresh snow. The thatched roofs of the farmhouses rise sharply against the winter sky, resembling hands in prayer, a design that gives the style its name, constructed like hands in prayer. Staying overnight in one of these traditional farmhouses is an experience in itself. The traveler is welcomed by the warmth of a wood-burning stove and the hospitality of the hosts, who prepare a hot pot meal filled with local vegetables, mushrooms, and river fish. It's a hearty, comforting meal that feels like a hug after a day spent exploring the snowy landscape. In the quiet of the night, the traveler lies on a futon, listening to the crackling fire and the distant calls of owls. It's a moment of reflection, a deep connection to nature and tradition that feels almost sacred. The next day, the traveler sets off for the Japanese Alps, specifically Kamakochi, a pristine valley that lies within the Chubu Sengaku National Park. Known as the Japanese Yosemite, Kamakochi is a paradise for nature lovers. The journey begins with a walk along the Azusa River, whose turquoise waters shimmer against the backdrop of the towering Hitaka mountain range. The air is crisp, the landscape untouched, and there's a sense of serenity that envelopes the traveler. Each step on the trail is a reminder of the raw, unspoiled beauty of Japan's natural world. The traveler decides to take a more challenging hike to Myojin Pond, a serene body of water surrounded by dense forests and mountains. As the trail ascends, the scenery becomes more breathtaking with each turn. Snow-capped peaks reflecting in the still waters of the pond, the soft rustle of leaves, and the distant roar of waterfalls. It's a place where the soul feels at peace, where the beauty of nature is overwhelming yet calming. In the evening, the traveler returns to a ryokan in the nearby town of Matsumoto, where they relax in an onsen, hot spring. The thermal waters, drawn from deep within the earth, soothe tired muscles and bring a sense of tranquility. Surrounded by mountains, soaking in the natural hot springs, there is a feeling of oneness with nature. The stress and rush of city life feel worlds away, replaced by a calm that seems to flow from the earth itself. The journey through the Japanese Alps is a reminder that Japan is a land of contrasts, urban and rural, ancient and modern, bustling and serene. It is a place where one can find peace and adventure, history and innovation, all within a few hours of travel. For the traveler, this leg of the journey has been about discovering the soul of Japan, its connection to nature, its respect for tradition, and its ability to find harmony between the old and the new. As the traveler prepares to leave the mountains behind, they feel a deep sense of gratitude for the experiences and the memories made. Next, the journey will take them to the historic city of Kanazawa, known for its samurai districts, geisha culture, and one of Japan's most beautiful gardens. It is another step in the traveler's exploration of the incredible diversity and richness of Japan. Arriving in Kanazawa, The traveler is greeted by a city that seamlessly blends the elegance of Japan's past with the conveniences of its present. Often overshadowed by its more famous counterparts like Kyoto and Tokyo, Kanazawa remains a hidden gem, preserving the atmosphere of a bygone era. The city is known for its samurai heritage, beautiful Kinrakuin Garden, and thriving art scene. It offers a glimpse into Japan's feudal history and traditional craftsmanship, making it a compelling next stop on the journey. The first destination in Kanazawa is Nagamachi, the former samurai district. The streets are lined with earthen walls, narrow alleys, and beautifully preserved samurai houses that transport the traveler back to the Edo period. One such house, the Nomuraku, is open to the public, allowing for an intimate look at the lifestyle of the samurai class. Stepping inside, the traveler is struck by the simplicity and beauty of the tatami mat rooms, sliding paper doors, and a serene inner garden complete with a koi pond and a miniature waterfall. The atmosphere is tranquil, yet there is a palpable sense of the history that unfolded within these walls, of samurai warriors preparing for battle and their families maintaining daily life in a time of uncertainty. As the traveler explores more of the district, they discover Kasumimachi Chaya, a quaint and lesser-known geisha district that lies along the Asano River. Unlike the more famous Higashi Chaya district, Kasumimachi feels almost hidden, with narrow cobblestone streets and traditional tea houses that have been there for centuries. The traveler enters a small tea house where they are greeted by the soft sounds of a shamisen, a traditional three-stringed instrument, and a gracious geisha who serves tea with practiced elegance. It's a rare and authentic experience that offers a glimpse into a world that remains elusive to most. No visit to Kanazawa is complete without a stroll through Kinrakuin Garden, considered one of Japan's top 3 most beautiful gardens. The name Kinrakuin means Garden of 6 Sublimities, referring to the 6 attributes that make a perfect landscape: spaciousness, seclusion, artifice, antiquity, watercourses, and panoramas. As the traveler enters, they are enveloped by an incredible sense of peace and beauty. Winding paths lead to koi-filled ponds, stone lanterns, wooden bridges, and meticulously pruned trees. The traveler pauses by the Kasumigake Pond to admire the iconic Kotoji Toro, a 2-legged stone lantern that is often reflected perfectly in the still water. The garden is a masterpiece of seasonal beauty, and the traveler is fortunate to visit during the autumn, when the maple trees burst into vibrant shades of red, orange, and yellow. It's a sight that takes the breath away, a reminder of the delicate balance between nature and human artistry that is so deeply ingrained in Japanese culture. Next, the traveler visits Kanazawa Castle, which stands adjacent to Kinrakuin. While much of the original castle was destroyed over the centuries, careful reconstruction efforts have brought its grandeur back to life. The traveler climbs the stone steps to the top of the reconstructed watchtower, where they are rewarded with a panoramic view of the city and its surrounding mountains. The view reveals a city that is a blend of history and modernity, with traditional tiled roofs sitting alongside contemporary architecture. In the afternoon, the traveler explores the 21st Century Museum of Contemporary Art, Kanazawa, which provides a stark contrast to the historic sites visited earlier. The museum, with its unique circular design and open spaces, is a hub for contemporary art and culture. The traveler is particularly captivated by Leandro Ehrlich's swimming pool, an installation that creates the illusion of being underwater while standing in a dry room. It's a playful, thought-provoking piece that challenges perceptions and offers a new way to engage with art. The day concludes in Amiko Market, a lively marketplace that has been Kanazawa's kitchen since the Edo period. Here, the traveler is treated to a sensory feast of fresh seafood, local produce, and specialty foods. Kanazawa is renowned for its seafood, and the traveler eagerly samples fresh oysters, grilled squid, and the region's famous snow crab. The market is a bustling, colorful reminder of the city's deep connection to both the sea and the land, and the traveler delights in engaging with local vendors who are eager to share the stories behind their offerings. As evening falls, the traveler heads to Higashi Chaya District, Kanazawa's most famous geisha district. The wooden tea houses are beautifully lit, and the soft glow of lanterns creates a magical atmosphere. Walking through the streets feels like stepping into a different era, where the hustle and bustle of the modern world fades away. The traveler decides to end the day with a visit to a small, hidden sake bar. Here, surrounded by locals and the soft hum of conversation, they reflect on the richness of Kanazawa, a city that has preserved its history and culture so vibrantly while embracing the future. As the traveler prepares to depart from Kanazawa, there is a sense of gratitude for the opportunity to experience such a diverse range of sights, sounds, and sensations. Next on the journey is the historic city of Hiroshima, a place of deep reflection and renewal, where the past and present converge in powerful ways. Arriving in Hiroshima, the traveler is immediately struck by the weight of history that permeates the air. Known worldwide for the tragic events of August 6, 1945, when the atomic bomb was dropped, Hiroshima has since transformed into a city of peace, resilience, and hope. The city stands as a living testament to the horrors of war and the enduring strength of the human spirit. The traveler's journey through Hiroshima begins at the Peace Memorial Park, an expansive area dedicated to remembering the victims of the atomic bombing and promoting a message of global peace. The first stop is the Atomic Bomb Dome, one of the few structures that survived the blast, now preserved as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Standing before the skeletal remains of what was once the Hiroshima Prefectural Industrial Promotion Hall, the traveler is filled with a profound sense of silence and reflection. The twisted steel and exposed brickwork serve as a stark reminder of the devastation wrought by nuclear warfare, and the traveler is moved by the juxtaposition of destruction and the vibrant city that has risen from the ashes around it. Continuing through the park, the traveler visits the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. Here, the reality of the bombing is laid bare through photographs, artifacts, and personal testimonies of survivors, known as hibakusha. The traveler is particularly struck by the exhibit displaying a child's tricycle, charred and rusted, a haunting symbol of innocence lost. Moving through the exhibits, there is a palpable sense of grief, but also a powerful message of hope and a call to action for a world free of nuclear weapons. The traveler feels a deep connection to the stories of survival and resilience, and leaves the museum with a renewed appreciation for peace and the sanctity of life. Next, the traveler arrives at the Children's Peace Monument, dedicated to the memory of Sadako Sasaki, a young girl who succumbed to leukemia caused by radiation exposure 10 years after the bombing. Inspired by a Japanese legend that folding 1,000 paper cranes grants a wish, Sadako folded over 1,000 cranes in her wish for healing. Her story has since become a global symbol of peace and the innocence of those lost to war. Around the monument, thousands of colorful paper cranes are displayed, sent from all over the world in a gesture of solidarity and a shared yearning for peace. Feeling the emotional weight of the day, the traveler finds solace at Shukyain Garden, a short walk from the Peace Memorial Park. This traditional Japanese garden, originally built in 1620, was also devastated by the bombing, but has since been lovingly restored to its former beauty. As the traveler strolls along the meandering paths, crossing quaint stone bridges and admiring the carefully landscaped ponds and miniature hills, there is a sense of healing in the tranquility. The garden provides a peaceful respite, a reminder of nature's resilience and the possibility of renewal even after great tragedy. The journey then leads the traveler to Hiroshima Castle, also known as Carp Castle. Completely destroyed by the atomic bomb, the castle was reconstructed in 1958 and now serves as a museum dedicated to Hiroshima's samurai history and cultural heritage. The traveler explores the exhibits detailing the history of the castle and life in feudal Japan, gaining a broader perspective on Hiroshima's rich past beyond the events of World War II. Climbing to the top of the castle keep, the traveler is greeted with panoramic views of the city and the surrounding mountains, a city reborn, carrying its history with dignity. In the evening, the traveler takes a ferry to Miyajima Island, known for its iconic floating torii gate and Itsukushima Shrine. As the sun sets, the gate appears to float on the water, bathed in hues of orange and red. The traveler takes a quiet moment to absorb the beauty and spiritual energy of the site, considered one of Japan's 3 views. The island's sacred deer approach curiously, and the traveler enjoys the serene atmosphere, feeling a sense of peace that contrasts sharply with the day's earlier reflections on Hiroshima's painful past. The next morning, the traveler hikes up Mount Misen, the highest peak on Miyajima Island. The hike is both challenging and rewarding, offering breathtaking views of the Seto Inland Sea and the distant mountains. Along the way, the traveler encounters ancient temples and shrines nestled among the trees, each exuding a sense of timelessness. Reaching the summit, there is a profound feeling of accomplishment, and the vast, sweeping views serve as a reminder of the natural beauty that coexists with the scars of history. After descending, the traveler explores the charming streets of Miyajima, sampling local delicacies such as grilled oysters and momiji manju, maple leaf-shaped cakes filled with sweet red bean paste. The atmosphere is lively, filled with the sounds of shopkeepers calling out to visitors and the smells of street food wafting through the air. The island is a perfect blend of natural beauty, history, and culture, and the traveler relishes every moment spent exploring its wonders. Returning to Hiroshima, the traveler reflects on the profound experiences of the past 2 days. The journey through Hiroshima has been both sobering and uplifting, filled with moments of deep reflection and quiet joy. The city, with its history of destruction and remarkable recovery, serves as a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring pursuit of peace. As the traveler prepares to leave Hiroshima, they are filled with a renewed sense of purpose and hope, carrying forward the lessons learned in this remarkable city. The next leg of the journey takes the traveler to Kyoto, Japan's ancient capital and the heart of its cultural heritage. Known for its temples, shrines, and traditional tea houses, Kyoto promises a deeper dive into the country's history, spirituality, and timeless beauty. Arriving in Kyoto, the traveler is immediately immersed in the city's rich cultural tapestry, woven from centuries of tradition, spirituality, and artistry. As Japan's ancient capital, Kyoto is renowned for its stunning temples, historic streets, and serene gardens. The journey begins with a visit to Kinkakuji, the Golden Pavilion, one of Kyoto's most iconic landmarks. The temple, covered in shimmering gold leaf, stands majestically against the backdrop of a tranquil pond and meticulously landscaped gardens. The traveler approaches Kinkakuji in the early morning, when the soft light of dawn casts a golden hue across the temple's reflective surface. The sight is nothing short of magical. The pavilion's mirrored image in the pond creates a breathtaking view, accentuated by the surrounding greenery and the distant mountains. The serenity of the scene is palpable, and the traveler takes their time walking the pathways around the pond, savoring the beauty and tranquility of the moment. Next, the traveler heads to Fushimi Inari Shrine, famous for its thousands of vermilion torii gates that create a stunning pathway up the sacred Mount Inari. The journey through the tunnel of gates is both visually striking and spiritually uplifting. As the traveler ascends the mountain, the gates form a seemingly endless corridor of vibrant red, providing a sense of otherworldly beauty and reverence. The path is lined with small shrines and offers occasional glimpses of the city below. Reaching the summit, the traveler enjoys panoramic views and reflects on the spiritual significance of the shrine, which is dedicated to Inari, the Shinto god of rice and agriculture. In the afternoon, the traveler explores the historic Gion district, known for its traditional wooden machiya houses, tea houses, and geisha culture. Walking along Hanamikoji Street, the traveler encounters the elegance of Kyoto's old-world charm. The narrow streets are lined with tea houses where geishas and maikos, apprentice geishas, entertain guests with their grace and artistry. The traveler stops by a traditional tea house to experience a classic tea ceremony, where they are introduced to the refined art of tea preparation and the deep cultural significance of this ritual. The ceremony is a serene and meditative experience, highlighting the attention to detail and harmony that defines Japanese culture. As evening falls, the traveler visits Kiyomizadera, a historic temple perched on a hillside overlooking Kyoto. The temple's main hall is famous for its wooden stage that extends over the hillside, offering spectacular views of the city and the surrounding nature. During sunset, the temple is bathed in a warm, golden light, creating a stunning visual contrast against the backdrop of the darkening sky. The traveler takes a leisurely stroll through the temple grounds, exploring the various shrines, pagodas, and the Odawa waterfall, where visitors drink from the sacred waters believed to bring good fortune. The following day, the traveler sets out to explore the Arashiyama district, known for its picturesque landscapes and historical sites. The first stop is the Arashiyama Bamboo Grove, a surreal and enchanting forest of towering bamboo stalks that sway gently in the breeze. Walking through the grove feels like stepping into a different world, where the light filters through the bamboo, creating a serene and calming atmosphere. The traveler continues to the nearby Tenryuji Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, renowned for its beautiful gardens and historical significance. The temple's pond garden, with its reflections of the surrounding mountains, offers a peaceful setting for contemplation and relaxation. In the afternoon, the traveler visits Nijo Castle, a symbol of Kyoto's feudal past. The castle, with its ornate interiors and intricate woodwork, provides insight into the lives of the shogunate during the Edo period. The traveler explores the Ninamura Palace, known for its nightingale floors, which chirp when walked upon to alert the inhabitants of any intruders. The castle grounds are expansive, with beautifully maintained gardens and historical buildings that capture the grandeur of the era. As the journey in Kyoto nears its end, the traveler takes a final stroll through the Philosopher's Path, a scenic walkway that follows a cherry tree-lined canal. The path is named after a renowned philosopher who meditated while walking here, and it offers a tranquil and reflective experience. The traveler enjoys the gentle beauty of the canal and the surrounding temples and shrines, savoring the final moments of their Kyoto adventure. With a sense of fulfillment and wonder, the traveler prepares to leave Kyoto, carrying with them a deep appreciation for the city's rich heritage and cultural splendor. The journey through Kyoto has been a profound exploration of Japan's history, spirituality, and natural beauty. The traveler looks forward to the next destination, eager to continue their exploration of Japan's diverse and captivating landscapes. Leaving Kyoto behind, the traveler heads to Osaka, a city renowned for its vibrant energy, culinary delights, and modern attractions. Known as Japan's kitchen, Osaka is a bustling metropolis where traditional flavors meet contemporary culture. The journey begins with a visit to Osaka Castle, an iconic symbol of the city. The castle, originally constructed in the 16th century, has been meticulously reconstructed and now houses a museum detailing its history and the role it played in Japan's unification. As the traveler approaches Osaka Castle, its grandiose structure, with its emerald green roof tiles and ornate golden accents, stands out against the city skyline. The castle's main tower offers panoramic views of Osaka and beyond, and exploring the surrounding park provides a glimpse into the historical significance of this fortress. The journey through the castle's museum reveals artifacts from the Sengoku period and detailed exhibits on the life of the warlord Toyotomi Hideyoshi, who commissioned the original construction. Next, the traveler delves into Osaka's culinary scene by visiting the bustling Dotonbori district. This area is famous for its neon lights, lively atmosphere, and an array of street food. As the traveler walks along the canal, they are greeted by the enticing aromas of takoyaki, octopus balls, and okonomiyaki, savory pancakes. The district's vibrant energy is infectious, and the traveler indulges in a culinary adventure, sampling local delicacies and soaking in the lively ambience. The iconic Glico-man billboard, a popular photo spot, adds to the district's dynamic atmosphere. In the afternoon, the traveler heads to the Umeda Sky Building, an architectural marvel offering breathtaking views of Osaka from its floating garden observatory. The building's unique design, with its two towers connected by a rooftop platform, provides an unparalleled vantage point to view the cityscape. The traveler enjoys the sweeping vistas of Osaka and the surrounding region, reflecting on the city's modernity and its juxtaposition with the historical sites visited earlier. The evening is dedicated to exploring the trendy Nambe area, known for its shopping, entertainment, and nightlife. The traveler strolls through Shinsaibashi Shopping Arcade, a covered shopping street lined with boutiques, restaurants, and specialty stores. The vibrant lights and energetic atmosphere offer a stark contrast to the serene temples and gardens of Kyoto. The traveler enjoys the eclectic mix of fashion and technology, finding unique souvenirs and experiencing the modern side of Japanese culture. The next day, the traveler visits the Osaka Aquarium Kaiyukan, one of the largest and most impressive aquariums in the world. The aquarium features a diverse range of marine life, from the majestic whale shark to playful dolphins. Walking through the expansive tanks and exhibits, the traveler marvels at the beauty and complexity of underwater ecosystems. The highlight of the visit is the massive Pacific Ocean tank, which houses a variety of sea creatures in a mesmerizing display of marine life. In the afternoon, the traveler explores the Osaka Museum of History, which offers a fascinating look at the city's development from ancient times to the present. The museum's exhibits, including models, artifacts, and interactive displays, provide insights into Osaka's role as a major commercial and cultural hub throughout history. The panoramic views from the museum's observation deck offer a stunning perspective on the city's evolution and growth. As the journey through Osaka concludes, the traveler reflects on the city's unique blend of historical significance, modern innovation, and culinary excellence. The experience in Osaka has been a dynamic exploration of Japan's contemporary culture and urban life. With a sense of fulfillment, the traveler prepares to continue their journey, eager to discover the next destination on their adventure through Japan. The final stop is Nara, a city renowned for its ancient temples, historic treasures, and friendly deer that roam freely through the parks. Nara, once Japan's capital, offers a serene and reflective conclusion to the journey, with its rich cultural heritage and peaceful natural settings. Arriving in Nara, the traveler is greeted by the serene beauty and historical significance of this ancient city. Nara, Japan's first capital, is renowned for its impressive temples, ancient artifacts, and the famous deer that roam freely in the parks. The journey begins with a visit to Todaiji Temple, home to the Great Buddha, Daibutsu, one of Japan's most iconic and revered landmarks. As the traveler approaches Todaiji Temple, the grandeur of the Daibutsudan, Great Buddha Hall, is awe-inspiring. The hall, reconstructed in 1709, is the largest wooden structure in the world and houses a massive bronze statue of Buddha, standing at nearly 15 meters tall. The traveler marvels at the sheer scale of the statue and the intricacy of the surrounding temple architecture. The atmosphere inside the hall is both solemn and uplifting, providing a profound sense of peace and reverence. After exploring Todaiji, the traveler heads to Nara Park, where the city's famous deer roam freely. The deer, considered sacred in Shinto belief, are friendly and accustomed to interacting with visitors. The traveler purchases some deer crackers from local vendors and enjoys feeding the deer, observing their gentle behavior and playful interactions. The park itself is a lush, expansive area, with beautiful pathways, ponds, and traditional Japanese landscapes, offering a tranquil escape from the hustle and bustle of city life. Next on the itinerary is Kasuga Taisha Shrine, a historic Shinto shrine famous for its hundreds of stone lanterns and bronze lanterns that line the pathways leading to the main shrine. The traveler strolls through the lush forested area surrounding the shrine, feeling a deep sense of tranquility and connection to nature. The lanterns, many of which date back to the 8th century, add a mystical ambience to the visit. The main shrine, with its distinctive red torii gates and intricate architectural details, provides insight into the spiritual practices and historical significance of the site. In the afternoon, the traveler visits Kofukuji Temple, another significant historical site in Nara. The temple, founded in 669 AD, is renowned for its 5-story pagoda, which stands as a symbol of Nara's rich cultural heritage. The pagoda, one of the tallest in Japan, offers stunning views of the surrounding area. The traveler explores the temple grounds, including the National Treasure Museum, which houses important Buddhist artifacts and artworks. The combination of historical architecture and valuable relics provides a deeper understanding of Nara's role in Japan's religious and cultural history. As the day draws to a close, the traveler heads to the Naramachi district, an area known for its well-preserved Edo period buildings and traditional streets. The district offers a glimpse into Nara's past, with its old-fashioned merchant houses, historic shops, and quaint cafes. The traveler takes a leisurely stroll through the narrow streets, appreciating the charm and authenticity of the historic district. A visit to a traditional tea house provides an opportunity to experience local customs and enjoy a peaceful moment of reflection. The next morning, the traveler explores the Aijuin Garden, a classic Japanese garden renowned for its beautiful landscaping and historical significance. The garden, which dates back to the late 17th century, features meticulously arranged ponds, rocks, and seasonal plants. The traveler enjoys a peaceful walk through the garden, taking in a harmonious design and tranquil atmosphere. The garden's traditional aesthetics and serene environment offer a perfect setting for contemplation and relaxation. As the journey through Nara comes to an end, the traveler reflects on the city's rich cultural heritage and natural beauty. Nara has provided a fitting conclusion to the exploration of Japan, offering a deep connection to the country's ancient history and spiritual traditions. With a sense of fulfillment and gratitude, the traveler prepares to return home, carrying with him cherished memories of Japan's diverse and captivating landscapes. The journey through Japan has been a profound exploration of history, culture, and natural beauty. From the bustling streets of Tokyo to the serene temples of Kyoto, the vibrant energy of Osaka, and the ancient wonders of Nara, the traveler has experienced the many facets of this extraordinary country. Each destination has offered unique insights and experiences, leaving a lasting impression and a deep appreciation for the rich tapestry of Japanese life. Don't forget to subscribe in the channel and like the video for more contents.